Welcome back, everyone, to what is probably the final installment of Silent Hill Homecoming. I kinda hope it is, because if not, then I'll feel really stupid having set this up so much at the end of the last installment. First, I'm gonna check the side doors, though. Didn't think so. One more side door. Probably nothing unless it's last-minute supplies. Well, we're right in front of a gigantic freaking room, one of those big circular dome rooms, so, it probably comes down to this. I'll put on the knife just in case, but yeah. Good lord, okay. And this is why people make fun of me. But for real this time. Drama! Yeah. Yeah, this this looks like a big deal. Unless it's a puzzle room. Well, there's a place I can use the dagger. But what's this? Turn the inner ring, turn the outer... Oh, God. It's one of these, huh? Oh, boy. And look, there's a thing. Give me the thing. I'm gonna exit because I don't know what the hell this is or what does this do? That's kind of cool looking. And I can actually read that. Oh, Fitch! In order to ensure our... Well, I'll just read it. Ensure our continued protection and prosperity. Under this holy contract, we accept their duties to performer and we consign our child to the knife. That explains why Fitch is all cut up. So Fitch uses the knife. I think I know where we're going with this. Maybe. I bet you the Bartletts are... Or the Shepherds are not going to be on this one. Let's do some more reading. This ought to be good. I'm liking this room already. And we got the dramatic music. The Shepherds. Alright, you saw that for just a second. We're going to consign our child to the water. That's important. Boom. So, Fitch, knife, Shepherds, water. Which explains why I'm so afraid of water in the first place. Maybe that accident of mine where I was saved by Dr. Fitch was no accident. But then again, if Dr. Fitch saved me, why would he do that when he knows what must be done? Unless there wasn't a sacrifice and it was just a legitimate accident. Holloway! The noose. Holloway's doing the noose. I'm just reading the bottom of the page. And lastly, the Bartletts, which will probably be burying alive. Assign our child to the earth. So the Bartletts, of course, have mountains. Oh, and there's this. Triangle thing to the mountains. Scales to the water. No, to the... Fine. Eye to the person. Trident to the water. This might be a little difficult for me to piece together, but I'll give it a shot. So, the eye is the person. And the scales... Oh, there's multiple scales, so also I have to do this exactly right. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. Now I see. But I don't know the significance of this part, though, this little item here. Huh. So let me just get a feel for the things one more time. So, eye, person, scales, water, triangle, mountains, trident, other water, trident, drop. Well, I guess there's the triangle. There's two triangles. Oh, God. Okay, the triangles to the mountains. But then again, the Shepherds weren't involved, so I might not want to put them on there. This is annoying. Okay, well, I want the trident to the drop of water. So I need to find a way... I'll turn the inner ring in here. Where's the drop of water? Do we not have a drop of water? Well, golly, that's a problem. I guess that's not the one we're using then. Forget the trident. Oh, because that's the shepherds, right, I think. The mountains? Whatever, I don't know. So triangle to mountains, that's what I want. Uh-huh. Turn it again. This is one of those puzzles I'd better do right, because this is going to take a while. It's too bad I can't turn it clockwise or anything. We have the person, we have the water, and we have the mountain all in their respective circles, so I should be doing it right. I should be. Here's hoping. It looks like I'm doing it right because the eye will connect to the person, the scales will connect to the water. This should be it. If it's not, then I'll just turn the inner rings until their symbols go appropriately, etc. Let's see if we got it. Boom. Not so bad. What? Don't turn off the lights, dude. It's Silent Hill. I don't need this. Oh, drama. Now that looks like a final boss room. Oh. Okay, that's cool looking. That's really cool. Does want. Rings have locked in place. Also, notice the center of this thing is the save point, the halo of the sun. Now I'm rotating again, but this time I have 2 rings again. This time, though, there is a droplet of water. That's the key. Of course. Come on, what the hell else would it be? So now I want... What was it? The trident. Where is it? There. Doesn't take a brain surgeon. Of course. Yup. Can't say I didn't expect that loading time. This is a big freaking deal. It all comes down to this. I'm excited. Let's see how long this loading time takes. Hopefully, good. It looks like it could be another puzzle room, but I have no guarantee. Well, an altar for the Fitch family. Theodore wrote... Wow, there's room for more. So this must be where Dr. Fitch put Scarlet after he dismembered her. There are 4 names. Theodore, Rose, Rusty, and Scarlet. Let's work our way... Whoa, hello. That's a nice effect. Very nice. And look at the effect it has on the walls. Beautiful. Like the smoke coming out. Beautiful. Now, Holloway. Anne, Ernest, Lawrence, and Nora. So Judge Holloway suffocated Nora. And she was going to kill Elle just because she wasn't agreeing with her. What a bitch. Shepherd. Yup. I'm on the list. We didn't get to read the other one, but you get the idea. Let's see, Daniel, Thomas... whoa, that one down there is me. Alex Holloway explained the entire thing. You knew... That's pretty cool. We're just back in the house. Oh, we're in our own flashback. That's cool.
What's the matter?
Get dressed.
Meanwhile, on Toluca Lake, we're playing Silent Hill 2, and we're being bored
Alex?
with this trip.
That'd freak if he finds out.
Give that to me. Someone will see us.
No!
Hey, I gave it to you.
It's okay. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
That wasn't so bad.
Why are we here, Alex? What's going on?
Duh, we got the 4 ingredients. We're gonna resurrect Mary.
You scared?
Oh no, I'm cool. It's just... Dad never lets us out on the lake.
Not you, anyway. Dad thinks you're a little baby who can't do anything on his own.
Oh yeah? Then why'd he give me this?
What is that?
That's Dad's ring. But he told me not to show you, so I guess that makes me cooler.
Boom!
Let me see it.
Alex, you're kind of being a dick. Gotta
What
admit.
a piece of crap.
It's not. It's worth more than $1 million. That's why Dad gave it to me. Give that back! Give that back! Come on!
that sucks. You can still get him, dude. He just fell in a second ago.
Josh!
Oh, Dad's gonna let us have it for this. Oh, I do not want to be Alex right now. He's got a freaking death grip.
You know what you've done.
It was an accident.
This is not the way it's supposed to be. I chose you.
That's dark.
Now you've ruined it for all of us.
That's dark. It's not even so much that Josh died, it's that the wrong son died. That's cold as ice. I love how the dad's not even furious at Alex, he's just like afraid for himself.
I can save him. I can save him. I can save him. He's okay.
So that was the accident. We didn't get a concussion or anything. We like went crazy after we killed our own brother accidentally and screwed over the entire town of Shepherd's Glen and let the other worlds interfere. But where do we get the dog tags? Also, apparently we were born in 1972. I just read the dog tags. Well, we've come to the grim realization, and you know what happened at the end of Silent Hill 2? It was about 10 more seconds until the final boss, so here we go. Remember guys, I called it Giant Spider and it's gonna be Josh. I didn't know it'd be the final boss, but I called it way back in installment 2. You can't say I didn't. And yes, this is before I watched Dina's Game Den. I legitimately called it. Good lord, that is scary. And that is a lot of metal. That is disgusting. Gugh. That is hideous for no good reason. Hey look, Josh, about the, okay. Look, dude, I'm sorry, I really didn't, I'm, okay. Let's go ahead and use the rifle for the first time, because I do not have confidence in my melee abilities against a giant spider, who is fast. Boom, headshot. I'm going over here. I can actually reload while running. This makes the game a little more fair. Ha! Yeah, boy! Although I am kind of low on ammo. That's a little less cool. Whoa, whoa! So you gotta be a crack shot with this thing. That is hideous. What have they done to you? I have one shot left. Better make it count. Yeah, right. Those pincers are freaking disgusting. Missed me. Goodbye. Okay, let's equip the shotgun, the next best weapon. Although it has a slow rate of fire, I might need to compensate for that. Come on. Oh, that's bad. Yep, I called that one. Let's just reload right now. Okay, so while you can't exploit the pause... Oh, damn! Well, I sure screwed that one up. Well, so like I was saying, while you... Ow, I deserve that. While you can't exploit the pause screen, you can run comfortably while reloading, so the game actually is more fair than I gave it credit for. Well, by more fair, I mean... not as reasonably exploitable. No, buddy. That's right. You is mine. Ooh! Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. You're a stupid little fella, aren't ya? Goodbye. Ow. Yikes. Here's what I'll do. I'll get close to him again. Ow. Ow. I want him to do that attack, though. That's what I want. And I'm wasting precious time. I'm gonna heal in a second. Right now, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Huh? Are we ready? Is it time? Oh, dude, don't do that. What is this, a razor head? That's disgusting. I would have gone for the head. He cuts open the goddamn belly. So Josh came out of a pregnant, possibly... I don't know if that was supposed to be the mom or Josh. Probably Josh himself, but... Huh. Well, Dina said it symbolizes rebirth. I can definitely buy that. But is he okay? Considering technically he's dead. I don't know. Josh, why didn't you tell me? Why did you lead me through like 4 dungeons? You dick. To be fair, though, Alex was a real asshole in that flashback for no good reason.
Never meant for this to happen.
Like, they had him have a pretty good relationship with Josh, and all of a sudden he was a dick for no reason. It is fitting, though, that I was using his flashlight the whole time. That's a very nice touch. I wonder what's gonna happen, though, like what the ending's gonna be. I shot the mom, which was the right decision, as horrible as that sounds, and I gave the medkit to Wheeler, which has to be the right decision. Why the focus on that door in the background? Those gears are pretty cool, too. But still, where are we gonna go with this? Elle's alive. Should be. Wheeler, I don't know if he's alive or not. At best, he's alive. At worst, I eased his pain before he died. And you'll also notice there's no more tips on the loading screen, because we're done. I like that sound of the manhole scraping against the pavement. That was good. Or the sidewalk in this case, I guess. Well, we've emerged from hell. What are we going to do now? Also, is the curse really stopped? Because I'm still alive. I'm glad Elle is, though.
You're okay.
Yeah, I think so. Oh.
About your mom, though.
What did you see in there?
What I needed to.
A good answer. Better not to tell her what you literally saw. Nice transition, I like that. Let's see what happens. The Big Rig Alex costume. Oh yeah. Yes, I would like to say thank you very much. This time there's no loading time to access the save point in the first place, we're just accessing the save games. Overwritten. And... boom! Save successful. And now? Awesome. There was a very brief ending. I am curious as to what the other endings were, because the bad endings probably completely freaking screwed up, because they weren't afraid of showing you horrible material in-game. I guess what it comes down to is, does this game have a UFO ending? That would be amusing. Origins had it, so I wonder if this one would as well. Now, unlike other Silent Hill games, there's no real background here, so I feel that I can skip this. Let's see if anything happens. No, straight back to the title screen. That was a really brief ending. Well, you know how I roll. I'm gonna show you the other endings before the concluding statements. Here we go! And yes, if you get all 11 photos or something like that, then you get this bonus scene at the end. I don't know whether I would have unlocked it or not. But, I don't know, like, I don't know if just giving the credits ruined it or whatever, but we'll see what happens, because I've never seen this before. And apparently this ending has a lot of endings, by the way. I think we got the happiest ending. We did not kill Mom, we forgave the father, and we were good to Wheeler. But let's see what happens after this bonus scene with the others. Get one of those wet footprints. Oh, hey.
Smile.
Oh, drowning? We have another water ending like Silent Hill 2? Another first person. Oh, I guess the basic ending is that you always climb out of the sewer, and the extra scene is dependent on what happens.
Don't be afraid, son. Your sacrifice will save us all. Joshua will be safe to carry on the family name.
That's dark. You know, as creepy as that is, though, when could this have happened? Unless this was like a Jacob's Ladder thing where our whole game was just like in our heads at the last second. Boogeyman, you got my attention. Oh no, we're in the other world. And we're strapped to a chair. Is this the Silent Hill Origins ending where we're the Butcher? No, the Butcher comes to us. With the helmet for us, it is the Butcher ending. We become the Pyramid Head again.
What are you doing? Get away from me!
Oh, that sucks. Oh, it's spiky in the inside. Ugh. That sucks. And now there's a third Pyramid Head and it's us. That's creepy as hell. And one thing you might have noticed in the old Silent Hill game, Pyramid Head would shake his head every once in a while, like his wedge thing was a burden. Interesting. Also, we bulked up. That is kind of awesome, but you shouldn't have given Pyramid Head a voice. Oh, ending 4. Okay. Oh, this is like the very beginning of the game, where that light was broken? Yeah, we were being taken in at the very beginning. Yeah, this is the beginning of the game, only maybe something different happens. Of course it was us. We realize this now. Whoa!
Wait, what are you doing? Was this a dream? Is Joshua okay?
What is he holding?
It's not working.
I didn't go anywhere?
No, Alex. And you won't be going anywhere until you can start to accept reality and responsibility.
That sucks. Oh, it's the lobotomy process.
Please don't.
No, electroshock. Electroshock therapy. That sucks. Oh boy. That's terrible, and the whole game didn't happen. That's actually one of the better endings. That's interesting. Yes, there's the UFO ending. I was really hoping for that. Okay, we come out of here again. So far it looks the same, but you know this is gonna get weird quick. Okay, that's brilliant. We just go up. That sucks. I really hope that James and Harry are there.
So that's where they've been taking everybody. I knew it!
That's gold. Wheeler's just over there. Oh man, I approve. That's pretty brilliant.
Well, there you have it. That was Silent Hill Homecoming. Now, I swear, I'm not doing this to play devil's advocate, but I was okay with this game. I don't hate it. I really don't. I know it was apparent, especially in the earlier installments, that I was really getting frustrated, especially with the combat. But once you start to realize how the monsters fight, and which weapons work best against them, it becomes a lot easier. I was even able to take down 2 Siams, which I thought was utterly impossible the first time I fought one of those things. Same goes for the miners. I went from using 4 health items and an axe to using the knife and using maybe 1 health item per 4 miners. It was pretty sweet. So the combat actually did get better. I just had to learn how it was done, really. I swear, the knife is like the best melee weapon in the game. I never saw that coming, and I didn't really realize it until it was too late. Now, of course, the game does take a lot of crap, and I understand why. I would still say it's the weakest in the Silent Hill series, but I don't think it's a terrible game. Although it does have a lot of negative qualities. Probably the main one is how much it's inspired by the Silent Hill movie. And the movie got a couple of things wrong as well, but the game takes things that weren't really necessary to integrate into the game. For example, the miners. Was there ever that flaming coal accident in Silent Hill? Yeah, the movie talks about it, but this game doesn't. It's just, I don't know, ash from the sky and there's miners for some reason. Why? Shut up. I don't know. And the nurses, yeah, every Silent Hill game has nurses, except for Silent Hill 4. But this one had Silent Hill 2 nurses, or should I say movie nurses, which were Silent Hill 2 nurses, because those were the creepiest and most popular, so let's put them into the movie and therefore the game. Same goes for Pyramid Head. He was movie Pyramid Head, who was inspired by Silent Hill 2 Pyramid Head, because that's the only one there is. Again, probably shouldn't have done that. And honestly, that's probably my single biggest complaint with this game. Not even the miners, because, like, killing humans is ridiculous in a Silent Hill game. But Pyramid Head, the movie, like, he was kind of pointless in the movie. He had cool cameos, but he didn't really affect the plot. He was just, like, a big bad guy that was generically after the human characters. But in this game, he did nothing. Like, he did nothing important at all. In the hospital, you could kind of tell he was around, but hey, it's a dream sequence. Alright. And it was nice and creepy, fine. I don't know why he's here, but alright. When you're in the hotel, he shows up, walks by, looks at you, keeps walking. Nothing was accomplished. He wasn't raping a nurse. He wasn't, no, not a nurse, a mannequin. He wasn't stabbing a monster, like Butcher style from Origins. He literally just walks by, and you're looking at him like, well, thanks. I'm glad you were here. I know it's kind of a parallel to the Silent Hill 2 scene where he is raping the mannequin, and he notices James when James shoots at him, but with this, nothing was accomplished. He's just kind of in the hallway. Like, you didn't have to run into him. He just kind of was there. Thanks for that, Pyramid Head. And then, of course, there's the important scene where he stabs your dad, Butcher style. You know, stab, up. Of course, instead of cutting your dad partially in half, he completely cleaves the bastard in 2. That was unbelievable. But I know, I said this in gameplay, but I know that it was a sort of reenactment of the scene where the 2 Pyramid Heads kill Maria at the end of Silent Hill 2, because, well, that was important. Pyramid Head keeps on killing Maria because she looks like Mary. Hey, James, ever wonder why I'm killing the woman that looks like your wife? Take a hint. And then there's 2 Pyramid Heads at the end of Silent Hill 2, presumably because each Pyramid Head represents a human victim. Mary, Eddie. That's why there were 2 Pyramid Heads at the last scene. And by the way, they killed themselves when James realized what they were for, and that he didn't need them anymore because he came to terms with himself. In Homecoming, he shows up out of nowhere, kills your dad, and leaves. And you're just like, and you never see him again! What the hell was the point? Why were you here, Pyramid Head? Honestly. And it's not even like we're following a pattern here. The parents have been killed off by their own children, each time. Which means that, well, technically Alex should have been sacrificed and been the one to kill his dad. Is Pyramid Head what happens if the sacrifice goes wrong? I'll kill the dad instead? Is that how it works? I don't know. Why didn't he kill the mom too? It looks like the humans strung her up. They probably strung the dad up too. Why were you here, Pyramid Head? Seriously, what did you do for anything? And for anyone? You killed my dad after I forgave him. That was... what the hell? And then there was that ending scene. By the way, that was not the YouTuber being cute. There's a poem, thanks to Blackest Love for this, but he explained that when you put all the child's drawings together, it forms a poem that's kind of about how watch out for the boogeyman. Pyramid Head seems to be called the boogeyman in this game. So, he's almost Pyramid Head? But that's probably like the goofiest ending ever. There's 2 Pyramid Heads for no good reason. I don't know why there's 2 Pyramid Heads. You killed Josh and you killed your mother? I don't know. Josh kind of killed himself. And they make you into a Pyramid Head? Why? What did that do? And why did you scream when you were Pyramid Head? Pyramid Head doesn't really have a voice. Oh my god, that scene, that ending was freaking stupid. It's kind of interesting to look at, but it doesn't do anything for anyone. And it looks like a direct copy of the Butcher ending from Origins, except that the Butcher ending kind of made sense because you were killing people the whole time and not monsters. And yes, I complained that the ending altered the entire game up to that point, but it made its own kind of sense. The Homecoming ending made no sense, like, at all. And you can't even argue, no, you were killing humans too. No, everyone saw them as monsters. They were Silent Hill monsters. So what? No. Now, the happy ending was kind of okay, but there's one extremely huge plot hole about that, which I'll get into shortly. Ending 2. You were drowned. Doesn't make sense unless you're doing a Jacob's Ladder style ending where, as you're dying, you look 20 years ahead in your life. And if anything, that's the real happy ending. It sucks to be Alex, but you get another generation of not Silent Hill invading Shepherd's Glen. Your dad did a good job. Never has to do it again. Josh will be the next dad who has to kill one of his kids. Yay! Ending 3 is the Boogeyman ending. Ending 4 is my personal favorite, because that really is the Jacob's Ladder ending. This whole game didn't happen. You were in therapy the whole time. Yeah, it's not as dark as Silent Hill 1 or Jacob's Ladder itself when you were dead the whole time, but it's pretty sweet. And then you gotta wonder, when you were going into the hospital, was even that real? Maybe, maybe not. Alex does straight up say, what? None of this happened? Which is a little blunt. Hey gamer, get it? Get it? But still, it was kind of cool in what they did. That's probably my favorite ending because it makes the most sense. Especially considering how Homecoming doesn't really mesh with the other Silent Hill games. So it's like, ending 4 is like, oh don't worry, this whole game was a fan fiction, so it's okay. That kind of cracked me up. UFO ending, I'm happy they brought it in there, I love it. And it's the only ending with Wheeler. Does Wheeler live canonically? I don't know, he's not even in the happy ending. At least if he did die, we gave him a med kit so we eased him on his way out. So there's that, I guess. But the happy ending has the most gigantic plot hole ever. You've come to terms with what you did. You realize that now. You can forgive yourself. You tell Elle, I saw what I was supposed to see. You and Elle walk away, happily ever after. But there's a problem. This isn't Silent Hill 2. This wasn't the town saying, hey James, wake up. This was monsters invading because your dad didn't kill you. Congratulations, Alex. You beat the bad guys. You're one happy guy because you now realize what your past was, and now you can deal with that as a person. And guess what? The sacrifice wasn't made. There are still monsters in Shepherd's Glen. Bad end. The happy ending is a bad ending because you can't go back to Shepherd's Glen unless you want to fight schisms until you kill yourself by drowning. Way to go, Alex. You temporarily stopped the inevitable. Only not really. You killed one of the bigger monsters, but there's more where that came from. So that was kind of probably faulty on the developers' parts. That said, though, I still legitimately like this game because there are a lot of positives that no one talks about. The visuals were gorgeous. The voice acting was actually really amazing across the board. Bonus points to Dr. Fitch, the guy who was cutting himself, because he sounded like he was going through a horrible time. He did a really good job. He was in a brief scene, but I believe that this guy was miserable. It was well done. Speaking of which, the characters in the game didn't come off as characters, they felt like people. Like, they felt like real people. It was really, really well executed. A lot of points for that. Very, very well done. And not only that, the facial animations were particularly good. Yes, during the basic talking scenes, but the one that stood out to me the most was when Alex and Elle were on the boat, and Alex was looking at Elle's locket, and he goes, "Wow, look at that hair." And you see a little smirk at the corner of his mouth, kind of off to the side. It was extremely well done. A lot of attention to detail there. Again, believable performance, believable visuals. It was excellent. It really was. The story, one of the more compelling Silent Hill stories. Not in the psychological sense. This doesn't really get into the psychology that the other games do, but I wanted to see where this was going next, and I wanted to get through this, because this felt like Alex has some major problems. We gotta take care of this. And of course, the infamous, well, I guess I'll intro into it by saying the game was also extremely poignant at times. Again, the scene with the boat, which was unfortunately cut off by the miners. The scene where Alex talks to his mother before the freaking miners take over. And then, of course, the two infamous scenes, this is where I was going, where you can or cannot shoot your mother, and the scene with Judge Holloway. Those were extremely powerful scenes. I believed that this stuff was happening. Like, I felt like crap when I shot my mother, even though that was the right decision to make with 2020 hindsight. And I felt freaking intense when we were going through that drill torture scene. Although, Holloway, you're doing it wrong. Even if you complete the sacrifice, even if you kill us, it's not by water, so nothing is solved. And even if that killing us with a power drill did work, really? The leg? What are you going to do, blood loss? You're going to have us die over the course of like 15 minutes? You're an idiot. But that said, that was an extremely uncomfortable, intense scene. Again, probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been playing a video game. And that's saying a lot, because I've played a freaking ton of survival horror. Like, it's ridiculous. Most of what I've done for Let's Plays have been rated M. I've gone through some crap. I have no mouth and I must scream. The game was more comfortable than this. The short story, that's debatable. That was a rough story. But honestly, this game has a lot of really cool things going for it. It encourages you to switch weapons at any given time. The other weapons are not necessarily better, but they still have their uses, at least for opening certain kinds of doors. Very well done. You can upgrade your weapons instead of getting 200 of the same gun, like in Origins. You get like 16 katanas, you get 2 pistols. It got kind of out of control. My inventory was like across the board. It was ridiculous. So, Homecoming definitely has an advantage in that. The pistol, for whatever stupid reason, has an ammo cap. If the shotgun and the rifle do, I have not encountered them. So I guess that's a bit of a confidence booster right there. And you go through one of those things where you lose your weapons if they get them back. Doesn't feel very Silent Hill-like, but I love those moments in games. So again, bonus points for that. Oh, one thing I just remembered. One more complaint I have about Homecoming is, it doesn't encourage the exploration of Shepherd's Glen or of Silent Hill. In the older games, you could potentially be wasting a lot of time by going in the middle of nowhere, but you could pretty much run down the streets to your heart's content until you hit a locked door that you'll have to get to when the plot says so. At the least, you could find like a health drink and a dead end or something. Homecoming has a lot less of that. You notice in the beginning of the game especially, I'm like, let's try going the wrong way, see what I can find. And then you go into the fog, and it's like, no dumbass, turn around, you're going this way. So you really can't explore very much, which was kind of a shame. But then again, bonus points for having no stamina meter and getting tired, because that always got frustrating, even though it's kind of become a staple of the Silent Hill games. Again, except for 4, you never really get tired from running, so that was kind of nice, because it makes it a little more realistic, I guess, but that does get old kind of quickly. So, I guess, all things considered, I like this game. I would play it again. I want to see what the other unlockables are. I want to see what the other costumes are. I kind of got a little bit of a glimpse in the YouTube video, but whatever. I kind of want to unlock this stuff for myself. I'm legitimately compelled to do so. This was an enjoyable experience for me. Beginning of the game, not knowing what's going on aside, because you have to ease your way into this new system of especially combat. But that said, this game gets a lot of crap, and a lot of it is deserved, but this game has a lot of positives that no one really talks about. And don't get me started on the monster and boss design. Those were glorious. I mean, those were amazing looking monsters and bosses. Fantastic. Some of the best I've seen in Silent Hill. And that's saying a lot, because Silent Hill is a creative series. Once again, my biggest complaint is Pyramid Head just should not be here. It was just like the movie. When he was here, he looked pretty cool, but he didn't do anything of real importance. And I don't even consider killing your dad that was important, but it didn't need to be Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head didn't really serve a real function in this game. That's my biggest complaint, and this above the miners and everything. So, that said though, as a game, I was entertained. And I hope you were too, really. Special thanks once again to everyone for watching these videos, and special thanks to in order of submission and therefore order of appearance, thanks to the title cards provided to me by, once again, in order, Chex Party, Jack Frost, Fallen Bane, and Sonic Chica. Thank you all so much, and one more time, thank you all for watching. There's one more Silent Hill game in the series. One more, and I can finally put this chapter to a close, until, of course, Downpour comes out. But you know what? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Until next time, everyone.